We're not here for the boasting and bragging. I can only imagine that you've been over these rappers saying they're the dopest of rapping. People could be cold as Alaska. We approach with compassion.
Like, yeah, I mean, talk about
All right. Thank you guys for being here today. Really appreciate the opportunity to speak to you. URF Tone. Of course, as I found out, URF doesn't just stand for the earth we live on. It stands for United Republic of Funk, if I'm right.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the funk. I watched the Bootsy Collins thing on Prime. He says you've got to start every beat on the one. You have any feelings about that?
Oh, wow. They ain't talking about like the sort of inception. I mean, I don't know if he's the proper inception, but nevertheless, like Bootsy is obviously, you know, a trailblazer, a pioneer. Our funk really is more fundamental in hip hop. It's taking that funk drum, you know, looping that 4-bar, whatever. You find your funk thing and let the B-boys and B-girls get down, and you just hear as a DJ and MC. It's really like a little testament to the elements of hip hop.
Right. So talking right now with me, of course, is Ila. Let me get the last name right.
Parvaz.
Ila Parvaz. And who I'm talking to also is the world famous NIC, and I believe that's for Nicholas Demps. Is that right?
Nicholas Demps, yeah.
All right, cool. Nice talking to you guys. So talking about beats, rhymes, and life. You know, that means a lot.
I think we start with conversation. We always break bread.
That's good.
That's where we start. That's where the concepts for our songs come up. Where I think that makes us more transparent, makes it more organic. So we just start with literally our studio sessions are like, yo, let's get some pizza. Let's sit down. Let our wives communicate. Like let's be a round table, and we start talking about life and the things that come out of those conversations. We're like, oh yeah, that's a song. We got to address that.
Okay.
And that's where we really start at.
I noticed in one of the songs, this stood out to me. Some recent articles I heard in the Harper's magazine. They were talking about Hamid Esmailian, might be familiar with, who had to deal with his family no longer being with us because of the issues with Iran. You know, they took down Flight 752 in 2020, and now he's turned his life around. Formerly, he was just involved in literature, but now he's more engaged in the political struggle. I didn't know if you had feelings. It seems like from Zindagi Azadi, you had a specific line in war-torn Iran, who's finally now exposed for killing women, cause their wardrobe is worn wrong. I think you might be referencing Mahsa Amini.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that. How does that affect your reflections now being in LA and your reflections of being someone that's part of the diaspora from Persia?
Yeah, I think, thank you for addressing that. And yeah, I think it's tricky when you're, you know, a human being. You try to live a sort of in an elevated spirit. You try to avoid, let's say, the bad feeling and the rhythm. As an artist, you have to kind of dive into that and reflect on things that are going to affect your chi, so to speak.
You have to accept it, right?
You have to accept it, and this is the truth of this is my reality.
Right.
So I gotta salute my partner here, NIC, of course. I gotta salute family members, because I got cousins and my mom, who's speaking on behalf of broader family, that say, hey, like, they held our feet to the fire as URFTone and say, hey, you guys gotta address this on your platform. And they looked at what we offer as a unique, a unique platform that can shine a light on the injustices and really just the inhumanity that's going on in my native country of Iran. But also we kind of cross over into, like, Iranians and Iranian diaspora, we know it. So continuing to preach, like, sort of in-house, so to speak, it's not reverberating wide enough. And so they said, you guys are, you appeal to an audience outside of that. And of course we do got some Persian supporters, so shout out to them, but our thing is across the spectrum. So we just responded to the bell, really.
I appreciate that. So one other line I really like: when did the love of your neighbor become underrated?
That's one of my favorite lines.
That's a great line. You want to speak to that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much like the foundation of URFTone. I mean, I think that's where we start music from. We know that hip hop for, you know, the last, let's just say 30 years of the 50 years, as we celebrate 50 years of hip hop, has always been like, hey, we're reporters. We're here to report what's on the street. We're here to, you know, we have the NWAs, we have the other people, and it's no knock to them. Like, I think that there's a place for that, but there also has to be a place for some light.
Yeah.
And for us to talk about, okay, cool, we understand what's going on in the street, but how do we get back to unity? How do we move, and how do we adjust to each other living on Earth? How do we all get along on this big,
bring that love language together? Yeah.
So that's kind of like, you know, it's like, man, when he says that, I'm like, yeah, man, when did that start getting overlooked? And when did we start as hip hop, who started out being a communal music and bringing people together? When did that start being a thing that became overrated in here, where it's like you gotta talk about your own personal worldly possessions and, you know, killing somebody or rolling up on the ops and all of that stuff? Like, I mean, we just wanted to kind of bring it back to home base.
All right, cool, very good. I tend to be more of a funny guy, so I've been talking serious today. So I also like the ones some more words. I don't have a smooth transition. So but you guys talking about off of the parody, there's apparently an appetite for acting an ass on 10, which is actually asinine. And we miss merits being given where the talent lies, and tantalize the hope to antagonize the carnival.
Yeah.
I dig that.
I gotta do
it
that.
Works.
Like 30 minutes or so.
It works. It works even as a spoken word. Right? Yeah. For real. But I appreciate the parodies. It helps, you know, if you appreciate things, you also have to appreciate making fun of things every now and then. Yeah. So don't take this the wrong way. But why just one tone? Why is URF Tone just one tone? I was joking to somebody the other day. Why not URF Tone Deuce or URF Tony? You know, I mean, you probably never heard that one, but you know, it's one tone. There's a lot of tones out there. And you bring in a lot of tones. Why just one?
Well, it's the United Republic of Funk. So it's one, you know, one nation
together,
one groove.
There you go. I like that. One nation under one groove.
Right.
I feel that. All right, cool.
Once we bring the plural back into the equation, now we got the division and the divide lines and all. No, we all on one right now.
All right, cool.
The one, like Bootsy.
The one. Stay on the one.
Stay on the
That's
one
what
now.
he says.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time here today. Thank you so much from City Times, San Diego City College. Respect.
Right on, man. Thanks.
All right. Thank you for your time.
For you to dig deep like that, you are.
Yeah.
I know after this, you are by far going to be one of Ela's best interviewees.
Yeah.
He's a wordsmith, so he loves when people take that time to dissect.
You did it with integrity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to you a little bit more about the beats next time. All right, cool. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good luck out there, break a leg as they say out there today.
Thank you guys for pulling up, man.
Yes.
All right.